from the edges of my eyelids, exploding into crystal-like ballerinas, dancing the most pain-stricken ballet of a lifetime. Nouns and adjectives soak in the cotton, a shirt drenched in summaries. I wore my emotions on my sleeves. But my father was never hip to this fashion statement. So every time my mother left, my feelings were hung out to dry. Every holiday and weekend, this cycle would repeat. It felt like I was bleeding from the inside. This period in my life felt so irregular.
Come on, man.
Because 10-year-old boys should never have to cry like 12-year-old girls. Yet this was a nightmare I was forced to live. Nights could swallow monsoons, and days were deserts, and promises were just mirages. I shed tears like hair, yet they evaporated in heated arguments with the very man who claimed me to be his son. It became harder to shine as emotions clouded over. Every day was a struggle against an imminent eclipse. He would try his best to explain and apologize, but constellations have no weight when you're crying out to an empty sky.
It's okay.
All right. Constellations have no weight when you're crying out to an empty sky. If I could only find the Big Dipper, maybe I could tip it over and let old freedom stories wash away the hint of slavery that captivated my father's senses. But instead, he kept me shackled within this relationship and abolished any thoughts of emancipation, carrying my indigenous thoughts as far away from the motherland as humanly possible. I lashed out on pupils in classroom settings, the sweet melody of thrown chairs and enraged teachers, or the spiritual hymns that muted the oppression spastically clawing at the walls of my mind. Floggings were just regular routine. Swollen purple orchids pollinated again and again by the searing sting of leather. It took life from me to know that we never blossom into the family my eyes reigned for. Just petals sluggishly waddling into puddles, drowning in themselves. At times I wish I could join them. But if I showed any signs of submergence, my father would doctor me at his docks and harbor me at his harbors. And all the while, my cure was stationed miles away. How I wish I could coast through the channels just to find it.